Yo, what's up guys? Old School Dan here, and I know you're interested in looking more old school. We all are. That's why I make these videos for you, so you can look more old school. That's what you want, right? To look more old school. But before I begin and tell you about what you're gonna learn in this video, I want to talk about something that frustrates me. You see, not a lot of people know about this, but one of the ways to looking more old school is to dress old school. You may have known this, or maybe you didn't. But the thing is, no one has ever broken it down for you piece by piece, outfit by outfit. You don't really know about the details of what to wear or how to wear it. And the sad thing is, no one talks about this. No one's making videos about this. No ebooks, tutorials, and it's just like a shame. But I'm glad I'm doing this because I'm interested in being in service of you, to help you out, to make you look more old school, and to bring back the old school bodybuilding image, not just the training, but the fashion too. So, with that being said, in this video, I'm going to be teaching you some advanced stuff. I'm going to take you back into the 80s and literally break down every outfit and point out what to wear. What brands, what shoes, shirts, sweats, socks, all that good stuff. I want to provide you with the most detail possible so you can totally and completely 100% understand what it takes to look old school, other than training old school, which I'll probably make a video about. So let's get started. Alright, so we've seen Arnold wear the high-waisted shorts, like the small shorts. And in this picture, on the guy on the left with the glasses, pretty good physique anyways, by the way, but he's wearing the small shorts and they're high-waisted. That was a typical thing in the 80s to wear high-waisted shorts, shorts that was short and were above, like way above the knee. I mean, Serge Nubret, good example right there, wearing the small shorts. I mean, Mike Menser, tons of guys, everybody wore the short shorts. It was the fashion. It was what was in style back then. So what brands can you get? I mean, there's a couple different brands you can get. You can go with Nike, Classic, Adidas, very recommended. You can take really any shorts with stripes on the side. That's pretty good. Get a plain color like Serge Nubret on the right hand picture. You can get some sweats or some sweat shorts that are like they feel like the sweatshirts like the champion ones, and then cut them up a little shorter like the guy in the left picture and get them like a little bit below the waist, so it still looks more old school. And one of the things when it comes to wearing that type of stuff is that you pull it up so it's more high waisted. A lot of the fashion back then, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Samir Banu, the pants they wore back then were high waisted. I mean, nowadays it's the other way around. Now women wear high waisted pants. Now men don't. But that's one of the things what it takes to look old school with the shorts and also the sweats too. But we'll get to that later on. But the shorts, you got to pull them up so they're high waisted and above the knee, like way above the knee. So just short. All right, so I'm pretty sure you got a clear idea of what shorts to wear. Striped shorts, solid color shorts. Just make sure they're pretty short, like up a little bit below the waist. Just make sure that you pull them up a little high so you look more waisted. And what this is going to do, it's actually going to make your waist look a little smaller. It's going to tuck in your gut. This is something girls do a lot. They wear the high-waisted pants, or they wear something high-waisted so that it covers the gut. I mean, I don't mean to offend any women, but I mean it's true. But anyways, yeah, high-waisted shorts, pull them up. So let's move on to the next subject. All right, so next up is the sweatpants. Highly recommended that you get striped sweatpants. I mean, it's hard to find, but I mean, Adidas, Nike, maybe you can find some off brands on eBay or Amazon, but striped sweatpants. Everybody wore these back then. Arnold, Robbie Robinson, I think that's Samir Banu in the picture. Yeah, pretty much any color works out. Preferably, I would say that you should buy striped sweatpants, but if you can't, a solid color would do just fine. Just make sure they're slim fitted. Another thing, you gotta tuck in your shirt when you're training. Take a look at the picture on the left. I think that's Samir Banu, and he has his shirt tucked in. I mean, it was just a common. It was like, that was the style back then. They tucked in their shirts. Everybody did it. All right, so I hope you have a clear picture of what sweatpants to wear. Striped, slim. It could be solid. Just make sure they're slim fitted. So let's move on to the next type of clothing. All right, so next up is the sweatshirt. You'll see a lot of guys like Arnold, Dave Draper, Robbie Robertson, they take sweatshirts and they cut them up and make them look more like a crop top. See, what the thing is, you can take like a Champion or a Hanes sweater that's kind of big and cut it off at the sleeves like Dave Draper did in the picture in the middle. Cut it off at the sleeves, and then you can also do what Robbie Robinson did and make the crew neck wider so that it shows more of your collarbone, and it really makes that upper chest pop out a lot. Don't ask me how to do it. I've never done it. I've never cut up a sweatshirt. I don't know how to do it. You can Google it. You can YouTube it. Just don't ask me because I'm sorry. I've never done it. But yeah, sweatshirts, it could be striped. It could be solid color, preferably striped and solid color because that was the style back then. They wore a lot of striped stuff. Solid color, it could have a school name on it. It could have a college. Could have some type of a logo. A logo, I mean, all that good stuff. Something that says 1978 Gregory School, I don't know, whatever. But make sure it's cut off and it's a little loose fitted so it's a little more comfortable in the gym. Like you can see Arnold in the middle picture, he's wearing the sweatshirt with the cut off, and it's a big sweater. It's not like a super tight one. It's a loose fitted sweater. So I hope you have a good, clear idea of what type of sweatshirt to wear. Any brand, any color, stripe. Make sure it's got a logo on it, some numbers on there or whatever. Make sure you cut it off at this crew neck. You can still pop up the upper chest like Summer Banute, or you can cut off the sleeves too. Make yourself look more like Robbie Robinson or Arnold. So let's move on to the next type of clothing. All right, so next up is the tank top. You can pretty much wear any tank top actually, but one of the ones you actually really want to wear is some of the ones with the ribbed edges. So if you can take a look at the picture all the way at the right on the bottom, that shirt says Vince's Gym, and you can Google Vince's Gym's pictures right now. I'm sorry I didn't put up one right there, but his tank tops have a ribbed edge, like it's like a blue tank top and it's got like a white trim around it. You can get some you can get some tank tops like that to look more old school, or you can take a shirt like Robbie Robinson and cut it up to make it look like a tank top. Could be Gold's Gym, could be World's Gym, just any. It could be any shirt and just turn it into like the Robbie Robinson shirt. And actually, you know what? Any tank top would work. Gold's Gym, World's Gym. I mean, a stringer. They wore a lot of stringers back then. Serge Nubret. I don't know who that guy is in the ear. That might be Joe Gold. And you gotta remember to tuck that shirt in. Another bonus thing I forgot to add into the video, so I'll just say it right now. I didn't feel like it needed its own slide, but headbands. Robbie Robinson, Dave Draper, I've seen them wear headbands. You can wear bandanas. You can wear sweatbands. That's just another thing you can wear. I mean, you have a wide variety of clothing. You can wear the stringers. You can wear the wife beater like Arnold Schwarzenegger. You can just wear a regular tight t-shirt with the long sleeves. That was popular back then, the long sleeves. So I think you're starting to get a clear idea of what type of tank tops to wear. You can wear branded ones like World's Gym, Gold's Gym, stringers, ribbed tank tops with trim on it, with a white trim, or any type of trim would work out too. Look for schools, logos, ADDIAS, Nike, get a gymnasium shirt that says 1982. I mean, Gold's Gym, World's Gym, whatever brand. I mean, I'm putting up a little bit of examples, but you can also do your own research and just create that own look that you want for yourself, because I cannot tailor a look to you. I'm just giving a broad, brief description of what clothing you can wear. But what I want you to do is to create your own personal look that really makes you look old school, because a lot of the old school guys, they had their own look. Robbie Robinson had the shirts where he would tie it up in the middle, and it was like kind of like a woman's style, but he made it look. I mean, he rocked it. He's Robbie Robinson. Cool. Let's move on to the next slide. Next up is shirts. I mean, any shirt you can cut it up and make sure it's wide on the crew neck, like on the picture on the right. That's Robbie Robinson, I believe, and his shirt is cut up. The sleeves are cut pretty high, where like it's like barely showing the cap of his shoulder. You can do that. You can also, cut it up at the crew so it shows more of that upper chest. You can just wear like a regular big t-shirt, depending on what type of person you are. If you're big, you can take like a bigger t-shirt and you could still look old school like that. It could be Gold's Gym, Nike, a gymnasium shirt, whatever. You can also just take a regular t-shirt, just cut it off at the sleeves. Or you can be like Mike Katz and wear like a big ass t-shirt. But the thing is, he's a big ass guy. Like sometimes I'll wear like a big ass t-shirt, but I still look kind of jacked because I got broad shoulders and a big back. So if that's your type of body type and you can rock the big ass shirt, do it. But if you're more on the thinner type, a cutoff shirt or maybe a tighter shirt would be in your favor. Brand wise, Nike, Adidas, schools, the basic ones where like we've been talking about this whole entire video. Solid colors, it could be striped, it could have the varsity stripes on the side, gray, black, just anything. Create your own look, whatever you feel like looks old school, and you think that something like Robbie Robinson, Arnold, Mike Katz, Mike Menser would wear. So yeah, hope you got a really good idea about that. Now let's move on to the next type of clothing. Next up is the shoes. This is a good one. It's a little hard to find them, but basic one you can go with is Converse, the high top Chucks, classic man, classic. Other than that, you can go with some old school Nikes. You can do the Adidas. I mean, all those guys in the pictures right now, they all wearing Adidas. Mike Menser, and I think that's two pictures of Franco, but those are the old school Adidas. They have the stripes all the way in the front and in the middle. Those are hard to find. I haven't found any of those, but they're a little. You can find them on eBay. They're just a little expensive. You can also wear the Vans. I rock the I wear the it's not the Chucks. They're the white Vans. They're just the high top ones, like sneaker looking ones. You can rock those. Converse, the Nike high top ones. Those are pretty good. You can rock those. Or you can go Franco and Tom Platt style and go all out with the squatting or deadlift shoes. Some of the ones that Tom Platz sells. Just high top shoes, Nike, Adidas, Converse. Or you can get the low top Adidas, the Nikes, the Converse, or whatever you feel like would appeal to your look. I feel like you got a pretty good idea of what to wear. With that being said, let's move on to the next slide. All right, before we start, the socks one, which is a good one, but there's another one I forgot to mention, was the belt. Everybody wore a belt back then. In the beginning slide, I think the first slide, they're both wearing the brown belt or the belt. Like it's not like a regular belt like the Vallejo ones or like the belts we have nowadays. It was a smaller version. It was, I don't know, I'm not. It might be the 2 to 3 inch belt, and it's leather, classic leather. It could be brown, it could be black, but it's a smaller version of our belts. But classic. You gotta rock it at the gym. You gotta keep that waist tight. That core tight. You gotta rock the belt. All right, so now that's out of the way. Next up is the socks. Classic, man. The striped ones. Mike Menster's wearing them. It's got the double stripe with the blue and red striped socks. I have those. I have them at home. I bought them cheap. I think they were like $3 or like $6 for like 3 pairs. Franco Colombo wears them. Arnold wears them. Tom Platz wears them. He used to wear them as a technique so he can squat more. So yeah, classic socks. Striped, any color would work. So let's move on to the last and final slide, because I feel like now you have a pretty good idea of what the fashion was back then. Now, before I say anything at all, nobody paid me to say any of this. I'm not a sponsor. I don't get a coupon code. Like, I'm not some sort of an athlete for these brands. But to take all the guesswork and the searching out of the way, here's 2 places where you can find some of the things. Now, if you want the belt, the socks, some of the shirts, and the sweatpants, and the overall outfit of the old school era, kind of like what Arnold wear, the tracksuit, you're going to find that at goldenerafitness.com. Pretty good stuff. Another one, if you want some of like the cut up shirts, stringers, sweatshirts, and some other good stuff like headbands there and shit like that, or sweats, goldenaesthetics.com is a good spot too. A little pricey, but I've been told it's pretty high quality stuff. All right, so now let's start wrapping things up. We talked about the sweatshirts, and you can wear any brand. Could be a gymnasium shirt, Nike, Adidas, a logo on it, and make sure you can cut it off at the crew neck so you can show more of that upper chest and that collarbone, and then cut it off at the sleeves, and then to wear the small shorts that high waisted so it makes your waist look smaller. Always be rocking the leather belt. The socks, the striped socks. You can wear high top shoes. That's a good one. Nike, Adidas. I just wanted to show you outfits so you can get an idea to spark your own type of old school look, because I know what I want. Sometimes I'd rock the gray sweats, like the tight ones with the high top shoes, bring out the yellow stringer tank top with Gold's Gym, and rock the red bandana. Other times I will bust out the small shorts, the striped shorts, the blue ones, and rock them with the high top Nikes or the low top Nikes, and wear the striped socks with the belt, the brown belt, and just like a regular stringer. I mean, shit like that. Just create your own look. Get creative. Just feel like what type of image you want to represent. What type of golden era guy are you? Like, are you like Arnold Schwarzenegger and you're or Lou Ferrigno and you're rocking the whole entire striped Adidas tracksuit, or are you like Serge Nubret and you're rocking the stringer with the tiny shorts, or are you like Samir Bannout and you're rocking the sweatshirt that is cut off at the crew neck so that it shows a collarbone and it's cut off at the sleeves, and you're rocking the striped sweats, whatever it is. This is one of the keys to looking more old school. All right, so here's what I want you to do before you leave. Like this video right now if you learned something from it and you thought it was pretty interesting, or you thought it was pretty interesting. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Thanks for watching. This is Old School Dan checking out. Peace.